बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद मुझे आमंत्रण करने के लिए इस बहुत बड़ी सभा में। सुबह से हम लोग बहुत ही अच्छे अच्छे वक्ताओं को सुना है, बहुत सारे बातें हुई हैं और काफ़ी पॉजिटिव एटीट्यूड लेकर हम लोग चल रहे हैं सुबह से। बहुत ही अच्छा और एक जो समझदारी होनी चाहिए कैसे इस सब्जेक्ट को टैकल किया जाए and how to get rid of this. I think that really formed a major part of the debate since morning. What I will do, I will stick to the theme given for this particular session, आतंकवाद को रोकने का सम्मिलित प्रयास। और इसमें है बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट चीज देखने का कि भारत का क्या प्रयास रहा है उस सम्मिलित प्रयास में among greater powers। और इस तरीके से हम लोग को समझना होगा कि कैसे भारत को ऑलमोस्ट 35 to 38 years जो भारत विक्टिम रहा टेररिज्म का, और इसको समझाने में पूरे विश्व को लगभग 20 साल लग गया कि एक ये बहुत ही बड़ा इशू है और हाउ इनफैक्ट द कंट्रीज कैन गेट टुगेदर टू काउंटर टेररिज्म। एंड इसमें जो भी विकास हुआ है भारत के प्रयास से और भारत की समझदारी से और भारत की भूमिका से, वो बहुत ही सराहनीय है। बड़े देश जैसे अमेरिका, जो कि इसको समझता ही नहीं था कि क्रॉस बॉर्डर टेररिज्म एक इंडिया पाकिस्तान रिलेशन में एक बहुत ही बड़ा एलिमेंट है, उसको समझने में अमेरिका को बहुत ही समय लगा। और जब 9/11 उनके सॉइल पे हुआ, उनके धरती पे हुआ, तब वो समझे कि नहीं, भारत सही में एक बहुत ही बड़ा विक्टिम रहा है इस पर्टिकुलर टेररिज्म का। पूरे यूरोपियन कंट्री जितने हैं, स्पेशली वेस्टर्न यूरोप में जितने कंट्रीज हैं, ये कभी नहीं समझते थे कि भारत में ये बहुत ही बड़ा प्रॉब्लम है और भारत इसको अकेले ही लड़ रहा है। इसको कैसे भारत टैकल कर रहा है। एंड मोर ऑफ दिस रिसोर्सेज व्हिच इंडिया वाज पुटिंग स्पेशली इन काउंटरिंग टेररिज्म अक्रॉस इंडियन बॉर्डर्स अगेन वाज सीन टू बी अ पार्ट ऑफ प्रॉब्लम फॉर इंडियन इकोनॉमी। सो ये तो चलता रहा। लेकिन जो समझदारी भारत ने दी अमेरिका को, और अमेरिका जो एक कमिट किया कि नहीं, भारत के साथ हमको काम करना होगा, ये एक रीजनल विलेस नहीं है, एक ये इंडिया का प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, ये एक ग्लोबल विलेस है। इस ग्लोबल विलेस के चक्कर में भारत जो है एक तरह का मोबिलाइज किया पूरे रेस्ट ऑफ द वर्ल्ड को, जो भारत के प्रॉब्लम को समझ सके। और उसमें काफी ही सम्मिलित प्रयास अभी जो हुए हैं उस पर मैं कुछ बातें रखूंगा। और उसमें पहला चीज है जो काउंटर टेररिज्म कोऑपरेशन में, जो कि ट्रस्ट फैक्टर बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट होता है। और वो ट्रस्ट फैक्टर जो है वो दिखने लगा भारत और अमेरिका में। काउंटर टेररिज्म कोऑपरेशन का जो फर्स्ट एस्पेक्ट होता है, दैट इज कॉल्ड हाउ बेस्ट कंट्रीज कैन शेयर इंटेलिजेंस इंफॉर्मेशन। इंटेलिजेंस इंफॉर्मेशन शेयरिंग बिकम्स द पार्ट ऑफ प्रायोरिटी इन काउंटर टेररिज्म कोऑपरेशन। उसमें जो भी इंफॉर्मेशन, देयर इज नो डिनाइंग द फैक्ट द यूएस स्टिल is the main actor in terms of achieving primacy in intelligence information gathering। चाहे उनके पास टेक्नोलॉजी है, जो भी तकनीकी माध्यम से अमेरिका ने जो भी किया है, और जो भी अभी उनका जो एक विचार है इस मुद्दे पे कि कैसे वो इंटेलिजेंस इंफॉर्मेशन जो है वो गैदर करके भारत को दें। ये नहीं कि अमेरिका जो है हर इंटेलिजेंस इंफॉर्मेशन भारत को दे रहा है, जो भी नीड बेस्ड है वो भारत को मिल रहा है। In that context, India also has improved significantly. And until Kargil happened, there was no way by which India could have intensified its effort in really evolving certain mechanism to counter terrorism through the help of technology. After Kargil, India realized that this is high time for India to use technology for gathering intelligence information. इनका एक इंस्टीट्यूशन आया NTRO करके, काफी तरह की जो होता है। लास्ट 20 years really have been very significant for India and India's understanding for the world system as well as how India has been contributing. तो इनका जो intelligence information sharing है, that really has been happening and is obviously, if nothing has happened today, it means India got all the real-time information and that really has been addressed and that is how India really has been able to contain. तो एक जो first aspect इसमें है, that is very crucial and critical, that how much information, because it is 24/7 need. It's not that you give one information and then again deny the rest of the information and India again becomes the victim of this terrorism, because they obviously will keep attempting. So again, on those aspects, what India has done, independent of all these counter-terrorism cooperation with great powers, that India has been moving ahead in building its own capacity, and that is something which is really been taking a higher degree of priority in the last 10 years in particular. And let me be precise that how India has been achieving remarkable success in those efforts. And in that context, India obviously has been able to show that through its intent and its fundamental goal in countering terrorism, how India will be successful. तो आपने जो बात रखी कि भाई इंडिया जो है has been able to address terrorism issue, and to an extent it is being considered as a Vishwaguru. There is no denying the fact that India has been transitioning to a Vishwaguru, और ये बहुत जल्द ही इनको acceptance मिल रहा है. The type of acceptance which India has by the rest of the world, that is something which we have to really consider. The second aspect, the knowledge base. The knowledge base has improved remarkably. And that knowledge base again has improved because of India's effort, technically, in terms of knowing about the ins and out of Pakistan occupied Kashmir. And there you have a lot of terrorist cells, Lashkar-e-Toiba, Jaish-e-Mohammed, you name these regional terrorist groups, they have a cell there. And through those surgical strikes, India has proved that how it can obviously counter Pakistan's bluff. Pakistan's bluff really was one of the significant achievements of India in the last few years, that how India called it. And really that really has helped India in becoming more confident. Otherwise, anything which India used to initiate, there used to be a lot of these responses coming from the key policy community in Pakistan that they will retaliate by using nuclear weapons. And in that context, India always felt handicapped. And this is one thing which again has happened only because of in-depth knowledge which India has got. So भारत की जो भूमिका रही है, especially in terms of improving its capability, helping build capacity, that is far more important in terms of really doing certain things by which they could really address this growing challenge. So by and large, there is a move now which indicates that there is going to be complete dilution of terrorist activities. And that is being seen happening slowly and steadily. And that dilution again will really end this growing menace, not at the regional level, but at the global level also. So if you see and do the profiling of various terrorist groups, whether it is South Asia, West Asia, Southeast Asia, or for that matter even if you take the whole of Africa, a lot of these terrorist groups have come up, but their functioning really has changed. And one of these things again, I think one of the speakers had indicated about the need to freeze the terrorist financing. And the terrorist financing again part is being addressed technically by the US in particular, and India also is a part of that, that how best they can freeze their finances so that their activities can get curtailed. I would like again to stress upon the fact that how a country like India has been cooperating with the US, it has been cooperating with France, it has been cooperating with Germany, it has been cooperating with Russia, and all the efforts which India really puts in terms of getting or gaining the advantages from this cooperation in countering terrorism is of a greater significance, largely because of the advances in technology. So types of terrorism also are changing. It's not that the terrorism only is the human-induced terrorism. That is again one part. I think a lot of these things have happened because of advances in science and technology, and more particularly the development which we are witnessing in the ICT sector. So cyber terrorism again has gained advantage right now, and because of the criticality involved. I will take 4 case studies and will just take a couple of minutes to illustrate that. One is the power grid. That remains the critical infrastructure, and if that there is a penetration by the state institution or the terrorist group, I think India again will have a lot of challenges. For protecting power grid, I think India has been taking a lot of measures in terms of really addressing to this challenge. Second is banking and finance. Because the terrorists not only get advantage by killing people, they also would like to see that how the finances get completely crippling, and India would really be moving towards economic collapse. So banking and finance again receives a lot of attention by India, and those help which really India gets from the counter-terrorism cooperation is of greater significance. The third again, as you know, India is a nuclear weapon state. So nuclear command and control again receives a lot of attention by Indian authorities in terms of seeing that is protected and secured. And fourth again, you know, India has one of the largest railway networks. And railway network, suppose that gets penetrated, knowing the Indian mindset, if you have to catch a train and your berth is changed, there will be a stampede on the railway platform. So you can just see that the type of changes which are occurring because of advances in technology and how that is being addressed, especially from this counter-terrorism cooperation. So I think now I think the time running out of time. So I will just conclude by saying that India certainly has been following 4 Ps. The first P is pursue. That how best in fact India pursues and takes steps in terms of stopping terrorist attacks. Elimination of terrorism is the ultimate goal, but it's not that easy to eliminate terrorism. It has to be contained. Secondly, P is prevent. That how in fact India can prevent people to become terrorists, to stop people becoming terrorists or supporting terrorism. That is something which we have to see. We have debated since morning with regard to this, the social dimension part of it. The third is protect. And again, that is how best India can strengthen itself in protecting against a terrorist attack. And last is prepare. How India remains prepared to mitigate the impact of terrorist attacks. So with these few words, I will conclude my lecture. Thank you very much for this opportunity.